Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're back. It's been a while. We're back into Madden. I am patiently waiting for the patch update, just like many of you. And so, just to kind of get that out of the way right away, I don't know exactly what I'm doing if I'm going to restart. My hope is that this franchise is still salvageable, meaning that I could just go in and maybe update this one draft class with some of like the body types that have been messed up. It sounds like it's mostly with quarterbacks, maybe linemen, kickers. And I don't mind taking the time, probably take, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes to go through the whole league and edit that back. So undecided as to what I'm going to do. I've been kind of looking around at some options if I am going to continue, or if I should say, if I don't continue this franchise, what I might do. I actually posted a poll on Twitter trying to decide between coach mode, which is what we've been doing here and what I've been doing the last few years, or going back to owner mode, something that I previously did for most of my time in Madden franchise. I kind of like the owner mode role. I think I'd be crushed if us playing like 4 seasons and building up a team that's struggling and just randomly get fired or something like that. So I think the owner mode might be kind of cool. So I have a poll to get your feedback on that, and your feedback is what I'm most interested in. So if you don't mind sharing a comment after you vote on that poll, that would be awesome. And again, my Twitter handle is MikeLow47. You can find that there. And then I'll probably be doing another poll if I go the owner mode of what team to grab. I have a top 5 list of kind of realistic teams that I think could make for a good choice. And I might even make that into a video later and kind of talk through some of those choices. But for now, we are looking at a dismal Patriots team. We're 1-12. We're in week 15 right now, so there's 4 games to go. I mean, this season's over for us. It might be over for my coaching career because I had, I guess, made the promise to the owner to win 7 games, and at best, we're going to win 5, and that would include 2 away games, one with the Buffalo Bills, a home game that we're going to see here with the Chiefs, and it's not going to be easy. A cold weather game there against the Jets in week 18, and so I mean, this really could be a 1-16 team record Patriots team. So it's just been a tough year. The sliders I'm using, I really like. I mean, guys, they're hard. We're talking all Madden. These are Canes21 is his username on Operation Sports. And I've been checking out a few different sliders. I didn't make sliders this year. I kind of wanted to take a year back from it. I don't know if that'll be the whole season or if I'll eventually share kind of a set that I'm looking at. But I kind of took like a slider sabbatical. And if you don't know what a sabbatical is, it's like when you kind of leave your job for a year and you go around and you can do many other things. A lot of times people write books or they take vacations or it's kind of like a way to kind of like refresh yourself, or a lot of times to kind of do research into your work. And so I've kind of taken a slider sabbatical by looking at other slider sets out there. I don't pretend to have like some insider knowledge on how this game play. I don't think there's like some magic thing that's like secret. I think a lot of the slider sets are very, very similar. And so I've been jumping in. I was using Armor and Swords, I think it's this name, on Operation Sports. That was an all-pro one. I've only played the one game. I think it may be a little bit too easy for what I'm used to. But this is an all Madden slider set, but it's like more than that because, I mean, look how hard the pass offense is. Run block at 0, which, I mean, is still fine because this game's had issues with that. Ball security, I'm loving where Canes has this at right now. Super, super cool. And then if you look at, I mean, we lowered their accuracy, no surprise there. But look at the defense. So this is all Madden, pass defense at 95, pass coverage at 98. I mean, guys, it's wild. And so I've gotten better. You really, really have to be patient. But I think more than that, and we talked about this on the last episode, you really got to know your quarterback. And that's something that I haven't done well this year, if I'm just being candid. I have been trying to force Mac Jones, I should say, into playing kind of the style I want to play, which is probably throwing the ball a little bit deeper. I like middle passing. I mean, I think you get a lot of space there, especially when teams aren't playing cover 3. But that's just not his game. That's actually the weakest part of his game. So, like, the marriage here with Mac Jones isn't a good one with me. We're not a good match. His short accuracy is his strong game, and you can see his morale is down. He's down to a 70 overall. I mean, he could be a 78 overall. He has just suffered big time. But I think this is a really cool part of Madden. I like that they work this sort. He should be struggling. Who wants to be 1-12? I mean, this is like a make or break year for Mac Jones. We have to decide on his 5th-year option coming up this year. And I don't know. I mean, do I want to pay a guy $16 million next year, even if it is just a 1-year deal, who has just been struggling, hasn't been a good fit? And you can see here, I mean, the numbers are dismal. It's his worst year. And we started off, and this is what's interesting about it, we started off really well. Like he was at like an 8 touchdown to like 2 interception ratio or something. And it's just been abysmal since then. Completing passes because I'm forcing it deep too much. We were not a deep throwing team. He only has an arm strength of like 85. That's not good in Madden. I don't have deep speed threat receivers on this team. And so lately because trust me, this percentage has come up. I have adopted my game, and I really focused on it a lot the last game that we had against the Steelers. And we almost won. It was an interesting Steelers game. I posted about it on Operation Sports and kind of like the Dynasty section. So if you haven't seen my Dynasty thread, I need to start posting in there more. But there is a thread on Operation Sports in the Dynasty section that's going through a little bit of this franchise. And of course, as we get into this more, we're going to talk a lot more, especially if we continue this one, because we're going to be looking at the offseason and things like that. And so with this franchise, oh yeah, it's been tough, but as I said, we had a pretty good game against the Steelers, and I can show you the box score. Unfortunately, it gets all jacked up, and this is a game that I came back to a few times. You're going to see a bunch of restarts on it, and I was testing some slider stuff, but we ended up losing this game. Now, ignore the box score at the top. It's completely wrong. We were leading at the half by, I think it was by 3 points or something like that, 4 points maybe. And then we went into the fourth quarter, we were up by 10 points. We had a 10-point, and again, the numbers at the top, Madden is one of the many things that needs to be patched in this game. It's not accurate. I did not score 24 points in the third quarter. But we were up by 10. And then we were up by, it was 24-19 with about 2 minutes to go. And I'm in field goal range easily. Like I'm around like the 25-yard line. And we're running the ball. I give the ball to Zeke. I have turned down, I'm not doing any like aggressive blocking, but I didn't put on conservative running because I'm still trying to pick up some first downs. I didn't want to just kick a field goal and go up 8 because they could still tie it. And I trust Zeke. So we're just running the ball. He had a really nice game. And instead, we hand the ball off and he fumbles. And it was so costly. He fumbled the ball. They recovered it. They marched down and they scored with, I forget how much, not a lot, 30-something seconds left, and they missed a 2-point conversion. They're up by 1 to make it 25-24. We have 3 timeouts. We march down the field. We get into field goal range. They ice our kicker. It's a 44-yard attempt for our rookie kicker, and he misses it. So Chad Ryland misses it. I have the kicking accuracy slider at 45, and he has an accuracy, I think it's like 73 or something. And so this made sense. It was fun. It was actually a really fun Madden game because I was like heartbroken when I lost it. I was so bummed. Like we had it. We almost had our second win. We've had so many games in between this where we're just getting killed because I'm playing badly. We get behind the momentum 8-ball and we just get steamrolled. We just get absolutely demoralized. And guys, I mean, this is real. Like this is, if you've been a fan of a bad football team, and guys, I'm a Lions fan. I understand what it is to be a fan of a bad football team for a long time. It's a lot better this year and last year. But this is what happens. Guys, look at these overalls. Dudes are just having a hard time, right? If we look at Juju Smith-Schuster, you can remember earlier in the year, he was like the top receiver in the league early on. And he is down just -1 morale, luckily. He had a pretty decent game last week. But he's struggling. It's contagious, right? Winning solves everything. Well, losing creates a lot of problems. You can see his first year here in New England. Look how accurate this is, by the way, right? This is looking really, really good. But he's been a really nice red zone target for us. And it's just, but it's demoralizing. Like the whole team is literally demoralized. Our defense plays bad. I don't like this 3-4 base defense. I'm going to be talking a little bit about that in future episodes where I think I'm going to go through and do what a lot of you already do. I'm going to be adjusting some teams after they draft players, like moving positions a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I may even give teams the ability to kind of flip from like a 3-4 to a 4-3 if they hire new coordinators. And that's something I want to do. I plan to fire my defensive coordinator. I want to go to a 4-3. I don't like the 3-4. I don't like having just big, beefy defensive linemen that cannot speed rush a quarterback. In the NFL, in my opinion, the way you win games, other than having like a superstar quarterback like a Patrick Mahomes, who we're going to see later, you have to rush the passer. You absolutely need to get home, and you need to get home consistently to win football games. Look at any team in modern football right now, and that's how they're winning games. And I'm sure someone's going to post in the comment a team that's not doing that, and sure, I'll take that. But generally speaking, this is the way on defense. It's creating havoc for the opposing quarterback. So having settled that, of course, we're a bad team. We talked a lot about that. So what does that mean? Well, it means we have the first pick in the draft. We have the worst record in the league by one game. Unfortunately, my Lions are terrible in this franchise. They're 2-14 or something, or 2 and whatever it is, 2-12. They've won one more game than us. But right now we hold the top pick. And so here is where the top 5 currently looks. We do have Tay Harris out of the University of Michigan, fully scouted 100%, and he checks out as a top 5 corner. But do you take this guy number 1 overall? I could definitely use it. If we scroll over to our cornerback room, it's B-. Christian Gonzalez has been developing. He's been playing a lot better recently. But my development's been very slow. Guys, you get a lot less development when your team sucks. Your team's unhappy. Morale's low. And our energy is just tanked. I've seen a ton of people this week, especially talking on Reddit and on the Madden forums on Operation Sports about fatigue's broken. It's not working. You got to turn off progressive fatigue. I strongly disagree. You can clip this and post it wherever you want, but progressive fatigue is working just fine. What's not working is the general public's understanding of what that is. You can't just run your dudes in full-on padded practice for 18 weeks and expect no one to get hurt and expect everyone just to get full XP. Like, there has to be a little bit of give and take. And this year, I think I've had like 2, maybe 3 padded practice weeks. The rest have been no pads. We take it easy. We let guys rest. And my team is still in like the low 90s right now with energy. They're tired. It's the end of the year. This season sucks for them. I think that's super realistic. I think it's working the way it's supposed to, and I can go on and on about that. But generally, I don't think progressive fatigue is broke. I'm not turning it off. And I like how they have it set up. I think it's a little bit aggressive. I mean, truthfully, I'd like to see them go back to the head coach days where I have a daily practice where, I don't know, maybe this week we will have a padded practice, but we're not going to run 4 of them or anything like that. And so I think that'd be cool. I think hopefully we can keep seeing franchise trend in that direction. So anyway, back to our top 5. Tay Harris is there. We could certainly use him, but gosh, I don't know. Number of cornerbacks never been picked number 1 overall. I think 4 or 5. Number 3. When the Lions picked Jeff Okudah, it's the highest a corner's ever been taken. But that's trended up because for a long time, before Patrick Peterson, I don't think there was a corner ever taken in the top 5. I think Deion Sanders wasn't even picked in the top 5. So we have that as an option. I like Percy Thomas, but again, power rusher, it's not exactly what I'm looking to do. We could still use him because I would like to have a power rusher next to a speed rusher, but we don't really have a good speed rusher, but maybe he looks to check out okay. That finesse remove's not bad at B, so he's not a bad pick. But Tyree Norvell is another option here. I talked about Mac Jones is playing better, and I still think Mac Jones is serviceable in Madden. I think he certainly can fit your style, and I've been trying to fit that more. But Tyree Norvell does fit what I'm trying to do. 6'6", 226-pound, strong arm quarterback out of Ohio State. He's just 21. A for deep, medium, and short accuracy. He can throw well under pressure. He's got elite, potentially great to elite arm strength, which is absolutely needed, in my opinion, in Madden. It's at least if you're trying to run the offense. I'm going to do. He's not going to move around a lot. He's a bigger guy. I'm okay with that. A little worried about the injury rating, so that's something we're keeping an eye on there. But again, awareness, break sack, play action, under pressure throws. He's good. If this guy's going to be good, I don't know if he's going to be like an X factor, but I think he's probably superstar is my guess. At the very least, he's a star. And at 21, he's going to be a good player. So we're still trying to scout him a little bit more. But there's a couple other players down the list that really have me also considering trading down out of that top pick. Because if we look down here more, you're going to see, for instance, there's another corner who is a top 5. We could trade down, and truthfully, I kind of like Malcolm Beason out of Ohio State better. I'm a little worried about a corner. I know it's Madden, that's not real life, but like a 6'3" corner, 181, that's kind of lanky, and I just worry about like shiftiness. I want shiftiness in a corner, even more than speed. I want agility, I want acceleration. And when I look at some of these, I just don't know. Like change of direction, decent, solid. Acceleration, good and great. Okay, that's okay. I would rather trade great elite speed, which I know everyone else is probably in love with, but I would rather have that with acceleration. That's that closing speed. That's closing speed in zone coverage. That's closing speed if he gets caught on a play action or something on man-to-man or whatever the case may be. So I am a little hesitant there. I like to play cover 3. So even though cover 3 match isn't working that well, I've been switching a lot more to man because, again, my team is better right now at covering man. And so we've been doing that. But Malcolm Beeson is a guy who, in my opinion, is a little bit shiftier. He's got that great elite acceleration. He also has great elite speed. Like, I think Malcolm Beeson's going to be the better corner. And so, like, there's even a discussion of, like, screw it. We scouted this guy. I want him. He's certainly not going to last to the second round. Pick him first overall. I don't give a damn. Like, if you think he's good, go get him. A coverage for man, A press coverage. He is an F injury rating. So, again, that's very, very worrisome. A catching. So he's not just going to knock balls down, even with the interception slider being so low. He's going to be able to come in and actually create turnovers. And he can still hold his own in zone coverage. If I eventually do want to kind of build this around a cover 3 match defense, we can certainly do that. And so, again, that's something we're looking at there. I think I have some others on our little favorite list here. It's pretty small right now. But yeah, I have Malcolm Beeson really as my top guy. Tyree Norvell, you can certainly make the case, especially when you're talking about positional importance. It's hard. You're not going to beat quarterback in perhaps any sport. Tay Harris I like, but I truthfully have him behind these other 3. I think one of the perks is that we know he's a top 5 player. So it's pretty close. I still put Norvell slightly ahead because of positional value. Percy Thomas we looked at. There's also Doug Mathis, who I like a lot. So that kind of rounds out my top 5. I'm sorry. He's a power rusher. And sorry, so yeah, he's just on my list. He is not the guy I was going to show you here. So there's Paul Zietler, it looks like, a first-round talent, strong-arm guy. Again, it'd be kind of a second-tier option, in my opinion. Andrew Lewis isn't really going to exactly fit what we want. He's got a decent arm for being a field general. But I know there was another player here I liked. I liked all these guys. They're on my favorites list. So we got a pass-protecting left tackle, Warren Smart, big body defensive tackle there. Yeah, it must be Larry Griffith. So I like Larry Griffith out of Miami. He's got an A for finesse move. We have him 80% scouted, 6'5", 261, just 21 years old. And he's very, very athletic player. He's checking a lot of boxes there. So I really like him. A awareness, A finesse moves, can tackle when he gets there, good pursuit. So this guy is who I would really look to potentially build our defense around. I like his size a lot. He's almost the same size as like an Aiden Hutchinson. He's a little bit smaller. I think Hutchinson's like 6'6" to like high 60s, somewhere in there. So a really, really nice player. But again, this would be an argument to trade down. I don't know if Larry Griffith is going to be there if we pick even in the first pick in the second round. It's maybe. I mean, this would be a steal, in my opinion, to grab this guy with the first pick in the second round if it's there. So that's kind of what we're looking at. A few other players just rounding it out. Nothing too crazy just yet. It's still pretty early. We will, of course, dig into that more as we head closer to the trade deadline there. So I'm just going to check in with the chat and see. But I appreciate you guys checking out the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while. And yeah, if you're watching this live or if you're watching it later, if you have questions or comments, let me know. I will check those. I have been keeping an eye on the news stories. There hasn't been a whole lot with the draft. There we get a story about Grant Brown. Let's see if there's anything else in here. A lot of these are related more to the existing league, which I kind of like. Just reading to see if any of these are... yeah, nothing there. So, yeah, let's try to, so our game plan for the Chiefs is pretty simple. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I actually kind of build the game plan around the receivers. Like, we're not going to stop Patrick Mahomes. So I went in and I said, okay, well, what can I do to limit his playmakers, basically? What can I do to limit his options? And so when I looked at the receivers, their strong game was more in the short passing game. So I said, okay, let's try to shut those guys down. And so that maybe they will sabotage their own offense a little bit by if they are throwing deep too much over the middle where his receivers aren't as crisp, certainly as, tight ends and things like that. So we're trying to shut down that short run. I think we can stop the run. I'm sorry, we're trying to stop the short pass. I think we can stop the run on our own, or at least contain it a little bit. And then what I need to do is playing free safety is I really, really need to just stay disciplined, stay home. Trust that they're not going to throw the ball a ton. They're not going to run the ball a ton unless they're maybe up late. And just stay home on play action. I cannot let Patrick Mahomes get openings like that. And so that's kind of the general game plan. So on offense, we're going to just try to focus on short passing. I usually like to focus more on the run, but this is a game that we're expecting to lose. It's a game I'm expecting to be behind. And really, when you game plan for the run and you're down by 2 touchdowns, it doesn't really help you out a ton as you get later into the game. So we're going to try. But ultimately, what I'm trying to do is just play to my team's strengths. We have to go make a quick roster adjustment here. And so we're just going to try to play to the team's strengths and to keep it so it's not too hopefully not too much of a blowout. So I have 2 right tackles. They're, of course, both hurt. This is ridiculous. So real quick, we'll go sign. I don't switch positions. The AI doesn't do it. I may do it in the offseason for each team, but I try to play by the same rules. So we're just going to go sign a stupid right tackle and just throw him in, and then we'll get going here. So, I don't know. There's nobody good. We'll just grab Dennis Kelly here. It doesn't really matter. Unless there's like somebody really young, we can maybe just grab. No, there's really nobody that young either. So we'll just grab a body here. Let's go with Cedric. I can't even say that guy's name. We'll just grab him. He's just there for, I guess, legal reasons, you could say. And I have to go cut someone really quick. I wonder if I could just move someone to the, with so few games left, maybe we could just move somebody to the injured reserve list. Riley Reef's going to miss 2 games. We don't really need him at all. He's 34. Gasecki, hopefully going to be back. We extended him. Excited about that. So we might just IR Reef, but let me just take a quick look at the roster and we'll go. So as I mentioned, if you got questions, it's a good time to ask right now. I'll keep an eye on the chat here as I go through and get my cuts going. If you missed the beginning of this video, we went through really the dismal season here. Talked about the sliders a little bit. And we took a look at some of the draft preview. All right. This guy is not taking up a roster spot, though. Isaiah Bolden is pretty bad. I don't really need him. Is he on the... Oh, yeah. He's one of those guys that can't cut. They're like kind of stuck on the practice squad. It's really strange. We signed Marquise Hayes as in a similar role. I think we're going to just end up cutting him. Let me see how I'm doing at right guard, though, so I don't put myself short. Yeah, as long as we have one, we should be okay. Let's see. Can't cut those guys. They're all hurt. Just the 2 centers. Just trying to see who my worst lineman is. 2670 overall. Yeah, it's definitely Marquise Hayes. We're going to cut him. Thank you for your services, sir. And then let me just make sure they didn't put him into the depth chart. This game does some really goofy things with depth charts if you haven't noticed. It's a lot better this year. Last year's was like absolutely just jacked up. It was bad. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, cool. They didn't even put him anywhere. That's awesome. That's what I was hoping. Thank you. Good job, Madden. That is seriously like a legit good fix this year. You didn't just completely jack up my roster. That is so nice. All right. Here we go. Chiefs at Patriots. X factors here. I mean, of course, Kelsey's going to be a handful. Mahomes, I don't need to tell you. Chris Jones, he's got some really interesting traits. I've never seen some of these. Like we see under pressure a lot, but goal line stuff, that's going to be really important to keep in mind. I really try to just keep it simple around the goal line, and Chris Jones is not going to make that easy. He's going to be all over the place. So, but we can run zone at him. We can run outside at him. Like we can do things at least towards him. We don't have to completely ignore him, I guess, until we get to the goal line. So, all right, let's do it. Ooh, that's my first snow game without like turning it on myself. Sweet.
After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Patriots on Monday Night Prime Time.
Let me know who you guys would pick too. And if you've seen spoilers, because I have seen some of these draft classes repeat, like the one I'm using especially, I've seen others have it. But no spoilers, but I guess just generally, if you were in my spot, looking at what you know, who would you pick?
The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well.
What am I going to do with Mac Jones? I certainly don't want to pay him $15, $16 million for 1 year, but by not bringing him back, we create a massive hole at the most important position. I've been using aggressive blocking a little bit. Still get some holding calls, not a lot. I don't mind that. It gives me every advantage I can get. We need it, especially in this game.
The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes. And they are
He's had some nice numbers for sure.
I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
We're going to be doing pass aggressive defense here in every down.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
All right, take that.
Look at this Patriots defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the
Really don't want to blitz him.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup at 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Ooh, they're going in a goal line here.
They've got their work cut out for him. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitch.
Get him. Oh, he got it. All right, made him work for it. I didn't want to sell out. That's really scary, especially when you sell out on the run.
Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Mahomes throw on target to James. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it,
Bring our first blitz here, but still keep pass protect or pass coverage on, or whatever you call it. Pass predict, I guess.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful.
I'm going to bring a bigger blitz here. And I won't do pass predict here.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Mahomes now on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Hey, look at this Patriots defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
He's got it. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, our best chance to stop them was the very first series. They barely got that first down, but
and that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they start.
Also, like, Madden should give you the weather report. And first off, the weather doesn't matter. They've acknowledged that snow doesn't impact it. But like it should, right? It should certainly impact your gameplay. But they should give you that weather report ahead of time. And again, I think if they went back to like a daily simulation schedule instead of just you sim to the next week, it'd be cool if like you got weather updates each day and it changed, like, ooh, Friday, like we just got our most recent weather report and it's not looking great. It'd be super cool.
His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to
Our center goes down on the first play. That's not great.
It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the
All right, we lose our starting center. It's not great.
It is for the center because remember he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Take a quick look at that. It was open, and then it was quickly not open. So like right off the snap. Yeah, I had the slant potentially. But that's your first read in that stick. It's almost like his own guy kind of slowed him up there, like he had to move, but he ended up with a corner on him, I think. Really the only hopes to break that tackle. All right, not a great start. Penalty hurt us. But our defense did okay. Let's get a stop.
That one, how about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my goals are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game.
They haven't done a play action pass. I'm going to bring a blitz here and hope that they go play action.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I'm like terrified to blitz Patrick Mahomes.
Because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice
damn. Oh, man, they're tough to stop. Especially when they start getting the momentum going, like literally, the momentum meter in their favor. Let's bring a blitz here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
There we go. That's what I was hoping to do, is catch him on a play action.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They try to throw on second.
Good job, Gonzalez. Third and 17. We will blitz him here. I don't want to give him too much time. Nothing over our heads, guys. Come on.
Mahomes going to throw.
Gosh, he still almost got a pass off.
The punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Landry now on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will.
No time at all. Holy cow. Let's see what happened on that. Our offensive line is getting destroyed. Sucks not having your starting center. But it wasn't him. Oh, that was from the outside, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the tackle made the right block. You got to block inside out, but oof, that guy got in fast. And I was going for number 1 over there on the right. Well, brings up a 3rd and 9. Oh, weird. I just picked jailbreak. So we're going to try here.
And set himself to throw the ball, and as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Jones.
Oh my gosh.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a yard.
Yikes.
On the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. James now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Basically, you have to give those guys those underneath when you're playing Mahomes. I mean, just hope they drop it. Hope we're close enough to create a drop.
2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Accept that. 2nd and 7 now.
1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Bring a little blitz here.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
Good D.
And it's incomplete.
Happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Oh, man. These guys are tough.
Stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, my gosh.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's
I played like nothing over our head defense, and I think it was just way too... My guys aren't great in zone. That's probably just a bad call. Because, I mean, yeah, he's just... Look how much space. To their best player, he can't do that. Best receiver.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Get a huge stop here.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's got another 1st.
Gotta be kidding me.
Going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. Nice third.
What else are we supposed to do on this play? I knew the guy covering Kelsey had to go all the way across the field. Oh, weird. I guess not. They showed it in the pre-art. It was going to be the strong safety. So I almost kind of double teamed, which I don't mind. We had good coverage. I mean, even the guy, I mean, yeah, it's just we didn't get home at all. I didn't want to bring a blitz. We did put the contain on because I also didn't want him to run. But I mean, my gosh, this is so kind of going back to earlier in the video, getting, speed rush. I mean, there's just, our ends are doing nothing. They're just dudes. They're just bodies. And I mean, that's covered pretty damn well. That's tough. It's tough when they're getting those on top of how good they already are.
But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fumble. Ugh. Designed run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, pick that off. Oh my gosh, come on, man.
They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5.
They're tough to stop.
It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's
Ooh, good question. What's up, Austin? Mike, when are you going to start streaming NBA 2K24? Soon. Trying to decide if I want to wait for more of like an opening night roster. But yeah, definitely soon. Are you talking like a franchise like stream series or
not super huge,
or like videos about the game kind of thing?
Inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I am going to be going with the Knicks, though, in my franchise again. And I'll talk about that on the first episode when we get it put together. So I was looking at that this weekend. But I'm pretty much ready to go. Just trying to decide if I want to wait for a more accurate roster. Like after seeing Lillard get traded and things like that. That's a big stop. Yeah, they're fun, Austin. Yeah, and this year, like, I'm really excited. Like, one of my big critiques of the game was, like many people, fast breaks not existing. They're there. The slider set I'm using, they're working, and I think it's just more the game. They made some adjustments to get legit fast break points, so it's playing really well. So I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Knicks. They don't have a general manager listed. If you just kind of look at, like, you know, NBA teams and their GMs, like, they don't really have that position exactly. I mean, obviously someone's doing it, like president of basketball operations or something. But yeah, and like it's always a little tough with basketball because I'm like, you know, trying to figure out how I want to stream. Like, do I want to simulate the entire regular season and just play playoffs, or like? So that's really helpful if you guys have feedback on that. Like, what makes it most interesting? Like, do you want to actually see gameplay, full games? Do you want to just see in between games? Like, you know, all that stuff. So, yeah, NHL looks cool. Adrian, keep telling me what you're seeing. I have not kept an eye on that at all.
Hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
But it looks like you're saying they have a pressure system fix. Or is that pressure system fix the shooting stats? I'm guessing it's the latter. Yeah, let me know what you're seeing with that. I know everybody likes to go deep in these situations, guys. I just need some first downs to get some momentum going. They're blitzing, so I will take a look to see if we want to adjust. I think we're okay. Oh boy. I did not think that blitz... I knew it was coming from that side, and I thought I could still sneak in. That's annoying. I mean, I saw that a mile away.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
We really need a first down. Double team on the inside here.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Adrian says, yeah, the pressure system looks to encourage you to put shots on net, which drains the defense. Team stamina makes the goalies. Yeah, NHL, like, I didn't get NHL, or did I? I don't think I got it last year until it was like on EA Play. I really think that game is probably doing the most right now, year to year. And I know a lot of like NHL super fans are going to say, you're crazy, this game's trash. And like NBA 2K is still a better game, don't get me wrong. But I just like that what that team's doing. And yeah, I might need to get the game. I just texted some of my buddies that Red Wings start the season October 12th, and I'm just getting excited about it. Red Wings could have a pretty decent season. I hope they make the playoffs this year finally. So it's so strange to say that, but it's true. Oh, big. Oh, man. Little slow getting through line. What a great block by number 1. I think that's Devontae Parker, the receiver. Really, really nice block. And we got a yard for it. So, cool. Got to keep throws pretty short to the line. We're going to have very fast pass block regression or...
Off the bootleg, Jones. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
That'll work. Yeah, I'm going to focus on some offense, guys. I'll get back to the chat in a little bit. It's distracting. These sliders, like, you got to be on it. You got to be really paying attention here. Got numbers out there.
Instead of being aggressive and making plays.
If you got numbers, go ahead and throw it out there. We're going to flip this. I don't want to go anywhere near that defensive tackle. That's fine. Outside was pretty contained there. Kind of in 4-down territory, so I don't mind. I mean, I'll run it 4 times in a row right here. Oh, I thought I could get to the outside a little bit more. 3rd and 6. Same thing though, I don't mind. I'll just keep running. Put in Montgomery here. Playing back, might have a blitz here. I kind of like 85's matchup if we can get him going. Let's see what we're going to get here. So, didn't look good on X, so went to secondary read there. Good job, Landry. That's why I like, hey, I talked earlier, Landry's slow, a lot of people don't want him, but just give me a guy who can just run a clean route and just catch the damn ball.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
I'll let the clock tick down here. I'm not loving this look. So let's go to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
I see a lot going on in the chat. I'll get back to it, guys. I promise. I just want to focus on the drive here. It's time to hit him with a screen.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Might have a touchdown on this play. Oh yeah.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete.
Called that one. Perfect time to call. That's why it's worth sticking with the passing or the run game. Especially, I mean, it's a good team. Like I said, Mac Jones. We just haven't been a good match, but we're getting along a lot better the last few weeks. I just need a win because you know it resets your morale, and like I'm even getting these challenges like, hey, we'll give you a huge boost if you can win. It's like I know I'm trying. Real quick, I'm pausing to check my. I've been reading a lot more about the whole 2-point conversion strategies and things like this, and so I literally have a couple charts I'm looking at here. So we're down by 4 late in the second quarter. So I'm just looking at my chart here. And yeah, it's saying that kicked the extra point. Probably not a huge surprise, but you'd be surprised if you actually examine that chart. There are a few like, huh, that's an interesting thought. So, oh, Ryland's kick was such a heartbreaker. I was literally heartbroken. Like I felt like I did the timing of the the iced kicker. I thought it was really well, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna win. This is gonna be great. And then he kicks it, and it wasn't like a shank, like a glitch. It was just like immediately, like I knew it was hooked left, and I'm like, no, like I just dropped my head in my hands, and oh, I was so bumming. But that's when I knew. I'm like, man, I got a fun slider set right now because that was heartbreaking. Hey, we're hanging with the Chiefs. I think don't we get the ball at the half or not? I can't remember. All right, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna look at the chat. I know there's a ton going on there. Oh, let's see. Jabroni is the first question I see. It's what's your record? It's not pretty. Let's put it that way. I think we're 1-12 right now. We were 1-1. We won our second game of the year. I explained in the beginning of the video, Jabroni, the heartbreaking loss we had last week to Pittsburgh. 10-point lead going into the fourth. A chance to kick a 44-yard game winner. Hooked it left. Awful. That's awesome, Adrian, that they fixed an NHL defenseman not shooting. That's actually huge. Yeah, I've noticed that. Draft classes definitely have some issues. I won't talk about them here because it's supposed to get fixed this week. And so I think just, yeah, it's been taking a long time. Yeah, I'm still trying to decide if I want to restart or not. So yeah, Adrian's covering that pretty well. 6'6", 229 quarterback. Yeah. So Austin says he loves the gameplay streams. I actually on my own franchise only play the national TV games. Okay, interesting. Yeah, very cool. Okay, that's good to know. Like I said, I'm always trying to make these I like just chatting as we play, but it's like I can go through more of franchise stuff and whatever else. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything. So cool. Cool. All right, let's get to halftime here. Let's try to get to halftime only down 3. It's really scary playing the Chiefs. I don't like it. I'm just assuming they're gonna go for it, as in they're gonna push the ball.
That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't.
Oh man. I thought I was going to get picked on there with Tony, and I kind of was flat-footed a little bit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That was a little scary. It's kind of hard to see on the snow. So I'm playing free safety here and just trying to stay home. And so I see all these crossers, so I'm trying to cheat, and I'm always cheating a little bit towards Kelsey. But look at this. I mean, Tony has me right here. He just threw it too soon. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess he was going to cut to the right, so maybe not. But I thought he was just running a seam up the middle. He's way too fast. Like, he would have just smoked me on that.
Important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And it's straight. It's Pacheco.
Oh, I tried to get in there and punch that out. I caused one fumble this year so far with my own player. It's pretty sweet. I love that the fumble slider's lowered a lot with this slider set. It's really fun. Until you fumble under 2 minutes or 2 minutes to go and lose the game, like I did last week. Yeah, hell no. Good D, good D. Nice job, Mills. I don't even know who you are, but nice job.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, I was gonna freak out if he caught that. He wasn't even like looking. That's the weirdest animation. I've never seen that. I still don't want to blitz. I'm too scared. Them getting a first down is not the end of the world. Oh, I tried to rip the ball out. Man, it's just so fast. Alright, we'll bring a little blitz here. Playing man most of the game, though. Oh, boy. 2 timeouts. Dang.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players.
1 timeout.
At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better out.
Oh, I almost wish he caught that. Come on, D-line, get home. We have to get a pass rush next year. It's just brutal. Oh, that's so bad, guys. Well, you can see why I'm 1-12. I said it earlier in the stream, like, you gotta get home. Your ends gotta get home. Judon, like, why are you not getting home, dude? That's just... that sucks. We have 3 timeouts. I'd like to try and get a field goal here. Man.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Luckily, you can play with pretty low pressure when you're 1-12. Like, I'm not too nervous about this. Try to get some extra yardage here. Ooh, I almost had that. Instead, I just wasted some time and some yardage. Well, this is not his cup of tea here, but we're going to try to push it a little bit.
Jones throwing on first down, and that is incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work that...
Did they bring a blitz? It kind of felt like a blitz was coming on that. Yeah. So they brought 5. Running back picked it up. You never know if they're going to pick it up or not. Yeah, there was some tight coverage on that play just in general. I'm actually going to try to hit them with a inside zone run here. Just try to pick up a big chunk here. I think they're just sitting in pass predict. Big blitz again. Get through it. We will take a quick timeout. Let's see.
They'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here is third down and 4. Looking to throw. Jones.
Picked off. Oh, just a terrible throw. Like literally Mac Jones, not me.
But a nice play.
He was open-ish. I mean, I guess Montgomery's who I should be going to there. But pressure in his face, so the throw was super inaccurate. Because I tried to throw that like low, like kind of at his feet. I mean, my goodness, just threw it right to the defender. But pressure. And is that their star defensive tackle, Jones? Yeah, so he has some abilities too that like make your quarterback basically shit his pants when, you know, someone's in his face like that. No, we're not going to fake this, so.
There on third down, they actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
It'll be a 39.
Covers, guys.
No return. And control of the football. Switching
Man.
time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And they get him
Keep
down
him in
the
bounds.
field.
We'll
Takes it
accept the
across
penalty.
40-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On first and 10, here's
Keep him in bounds.
and a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down.
Now we're down by 10. Dang.
So we reach halftime.
Punting too much.
10-point game.
What's up, Woody? This game's going about
For Jonathan Coachman.
as one would expect.
Time report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report.
Woody, I still have the note to check out your podcast, too.
NFL. We'll begin up at Bank
Have you done any, like, the more recent Lions games?
Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Bryce Young, a touchdown pass in the victory.
28-10. Man, my Lions are terrible. They've only won 2 games in this franchise.
And they were losers.
They just lost to the Broncos at home.
To the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada. See what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Jimmy Garoppolo, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
We're going to switch to defending medium pass.
All right, Coach, thank you.
That's where they're really hitting us.
Back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast.
Oh, very cool, Woody.
Going away as we are back to it in the second half.
You can't even see where the goal line is.
With a touchback.
Relax, Landry.
Who's going to take over here to start quarter number 3? Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing.
What do you mean? We have 93 yards.
Either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
Just looking where their players are.
Friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled a little bit. The same opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Brandon, there've been some memorable.
I'm always afraid to run traps when they have a really good defensive tackle. We're going to try it, but like, this one might be okay, but sometimes you just get eaten alive by that guy.
Time I think is got to be 0-1
Yeah, so I'm eaten alive by the other DT. Ooh, man, it's tough when we don't get our run game going. Screens have been working today, though. Let's see what we got here. I try not to spam these too much. So they're in a man-to-man. No, they're in a zone. Should get some good blocks here. Oh, get that block, dude. Like, hold him. Just hold him. Who cares? So I've had aggressive blocking on this whole game. We got we have one holding call in the first series, I think. Give me a double team on him. I gotta thaw him out. I forgot there was motion. Alright. Oh, well, I guess we're calling that play because Madden still has the buttons on the wrong spot. I could run a stretch here. Actually, might be open. Oh, nice play. Damn. We're going to go for this.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game.
Keep it simple.
Rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Running with Elliott.
Big hole. Of course, they stuffed it. Absolutely gigantic hole, and he somehow just gets frozen. Like, what even happened? This hole is huge. Well, look at the block by our center. What a block. Just I didn't even call for a double team on that. I did that on the previous play. I wonder if it like somehow saved it because I called the timeout. But like, dude, just fall forward. Like, how do you not just like go low and just get forward? Like, you just had to get to the 40. So yeah, I guess I wish they just had better like running situational awareness with running. Like, I know a 2-yard run isn't good, but it is when all you need on 4th and 2 is 2 yards. Like, that's a great run. A 2-yard run is great on 4th and 2. It's great. It's like as valuable as a 10-yard or 15-yard run or whatever. And that's why advanced metrics are so important to look at, because teams will get credit for like, oh, we had, you know, like there's sometimes a 2-yard run is really bad, obviously. So that stuff does matter. Yeah, draft classes sounds like they will be fixed, whatever that means. Hopefully there's nothing new created, new issues. And I would guess the patch is coming out this week because it's usually very, very early in the month. So it's always on a weekday, it seems. But it kind of sounded like it'd be like Wednesday, you know, give or take a day. 111. We have to get some pressure on this dude. Like, we have to. I got man-to-man on Kelsey here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Pick it. That's good. We'll take it. Gotta get the offense going, though. Like, that 4th and 2 is just... it's just killer. And right now, like, what I'm working on is just getting better for next year, obviously. Like, just feel like I'm going to know the playbook a lot better if I stick with this team and just take what we can get. I don't try to get too cute on punt returns. Passing slider at 50, or I'm sorry, injury slider at 50, by the way. It works awesome. Really, really good. I want to keep hitting them with some play action later, so I want to try to stick to the run here. Hasn't been great today, but
Trying to get something going with
Yeah, I'll just take what we can get there.
Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing Jones.
I have to throw that so slow. His accuracy is so bad on mid that I have to, like, I know I'm about to get absolutely murdered on this play. It takes so long to develop, and I'm just watching that left tackle, like, disengage, and I'm like, oh boy, because I still have to set my feet. He has to swivel around. I mean, this could not have been any closer, and I just had to, like, just lob it, because anything else is, like, going into their bench. But good route. Really, really nice route in the snow there, even though the snow doesn't matter, unfortunately. Still fun to think it does, darn it. Let's hit them with the tight end screen here. Let's see. I love calling those screens like after a play like that against a user because they always want to call a blitz. They're pissed, right? Get someone pissed at you, call a screen. Okay, do blitz. Get that block. I threw that bad. It's like I was just staring to make sure he had a block there. You know what, we're going to run a counter. Or was it outside run, I guess? Yeah, like one of these end arounds here. Devontae Parker jet sweep. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is good. They're blitzing. This could work out. Let's seal that. Hurry up for the play clock. Yes, sir. Oh, just don't fumble. It's a hold. Bummer. Yeah, you get some, you win some, you lose some. Like I would have got sacked probably on that lob completion we just talked about. Oh, we're going right back to the screens.
You might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They got man-to-man. I don't love this. Our tight end's going to be a mismatch, so let's just run these guys deep and get him up over the middle.
Now Jones. He completes it to Henry.
Get it. 3rd and 1. Good, 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 good. Guys, all Madden, basically like 98, 95 pass coverage. I mean, you just gotta play your game. I'm too stubborn to stop trying to run the ball. I apologize if it's driving me crazy. It's just like, come on, like we have to get these. Okay, now we can double team.
But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevens.
There we go. Fall forward. And Zeke's got that trait. I won't have a running back on my team that can't fall forward. That trait's so important.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here.
Good run. I'm not re-signing Zeke, at least I'm not planning to, and I'm fine going to Stevenson. I like him. What do they got going on here? I don't like this play. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I literally aborted my own throw. I was rushed. I meant to throw it to so 85, tight end on the right here. He's just got so much space. I just tried to get it out there to him. But then luckily the wrong button was actually 86, but it was just a terrible throw because I started to just mess with the joystick to whatever you call it, the analog thing, just to make it a bad throw. Like I was trying to just throw it to no one basically. Well, it's all up to that guy and Parker. If he comes in, we're throwing it. He does not. Okay, we're definitely, well, let me look at my chart. We're down by 10, middle of the 3rd. And I'm just looking at my go for it here. So let's see, if we're down at the 34, let's just say it's 4th and 2, we'd be at the 32. Yeah, we'd go for it. So we get 2 downs here. I'm gonna just stick with RPOs. I mean, this is Mac Jones is good at this.
So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They stay on the
No
ground,
holding.
but this time it's Elliott.
He's just not falling forward right now.
Just gonna be short here, barely, maybe by a half.
I'm so tempted to like just throw a home run ball here. I just don't trust his accuracy. If I was playing a user, I'd go for a home run right here for sure. But we're just gonna do the old QB run. I feel like running it once a game is fair.
Some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter.
Oh man, they're tight.
4 on 4th down.
Remember, he has that ability. So I am going to run at him. We're going to double team him though.
Here's a sneak.
Ooh, thank God. So earlier in the stream, we looked at his like X Factor stuff or whatever, his superstar abilities. I don't know what they're called. Is he hurt? And what? That was not a stop. I'm going to review that. That's absurd. Give me a play, or give me a break. That should be a first down. But he has that ability to like stuff you at the goal line, so I'm gonna be pissed off if they say that he's short. Like that wasn't even a question. Like that's 100% a first down.
To get exactly right.
Come on.
Just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the
Ooh, yeah, I got a lot of suggestions for.
We'll see what they decide.
Yeah, we got the ball still. Good. I'm going to ask this question because we can kind of have a fun conversation around it, and I'll probably wait till I'm on defense. But any suggestions for teams that need a head coach for a fun franchise playthrough? I'm open as long as they have a 4-3. Yeah, convert them to a 4-3. Yeah, like a team kind of like what I've been kind of looking at is a team like Seattle or these are 3-4 teams, but like Seattle or the Patriots, who like have had a long time coach where they kind of do both roles, like a GM and head coach, and you can come up with a story like, oh, because of their health, they've had to cut back. And they're just going to do one of the roles or something. Or they've, again, like the joke I did with this one is I said they promoted Bill Belichick to like the emperor of football. So he just oversees everything, but he's relinquished his coaching. And like on the eve of the season starting, he relinquished his coaching and head, what am I saying, his general managing job and his head coaching job, all that stuff, and gave it to stupid me. So that's kind of the storyline I was going with. But I think that's just the key to like make it more believable for yourself is just come up with a storyline for yourself. Otherwise, to me, it does kind of bother you, you know.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion good for
Mac Jones playing a lot better the last few weeks. It's only 70 overall right now. If they're not looking to blitz, I like how my backup tackle's going out for a pass on that middle play there. That's fun. Let's boot to the right. Let's do it. They're gonna blitz. This isn't looking good. So if they blitz,
back to throw. Jones.
yeah, that's fine. It was still open. They didn't blitz it, but I just threw it as behind him as I could. But I'll go to play action again here. All right, Hunter Henry, I'll give you one shot. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be open here. Triangle might be, or O. Yeah, I'll get to go this way. That's fine. Just wanted to get rid of the ball. That was not great. First down, I mean, if your play action gets blown up, that's fine. Just abort. Don't get sacked. And I don't even think they blitzed. But the pressure was like just, yeah, I mean, that was, yeah, abort, right? I mean, you could kind of feel it even with that left tackle. And our left tackle actually did a decent job in that play. Not so much with the right tackle. That was our right guard. So I don't know that was the right tackle. Yeah, 79. So not sure what he's doing. He missed the memo that this was like a rollout. I mean, he's in good position for a straight drop back, but I love it. Look at 76. So my third tight end today has to be a lineman. Loving 76 getting out. Look at the moves. I Oh, this is too cool. So this is my like fourth string, I guess, tackle. And I love this little shimmy he gives the guy like to the outside, like, huh, oh, and then the guy bites on it. He gets a step on him. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. I'm too afraid to ever throw it to him though, because I don't trust his hands. 2nd and 10, but basically get 3 downs. Because I would still go for this. I know we're down 10 and we need a field goal, blah, 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 blah. But that's the mentality of tying the game. I don't care about tying the game. I want to effing win.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9.
Yeah, Rams would be cool. You could say like McVay got, burnout, or like he was in some scandal or something. I mean, who knows? You can say anything, you know. But yeah.
Even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the counter.
Oh, we had such good blocks. I ran into my own guys.
First down before he's tackled at the 5. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get a report.
I like to call screens around the goal line. Doesn't necessarily mean I run it. I should say I like to come out of the huddle in a screen. And see, I don't like that look, so audible here. Oh boy, gotta get blocks. Yeah. So yeah, on the blitz, they didn't pick that up at all. Okay, that's alright. Because I didn't call an actual screen, I'm okay doing it again. If it looks good, we'll do it. Go tight end screen here, but there's no running back this time, so. And guys, my headset battery is about to die, so I'll be back momentarily here. This is not going to be open. We're going to take a timeout. I'll try to plug in my headphones real quick. Take a real timeout. All right, I'm back, but I have to stand away from the microphone, so I'll be back. Just gonna get through this drive here.
Just one timeout remaining, still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Second down and goal. Jones to the end zone.
That was really, really bad read. I thought I was getting man coverage, and I did not. Oh, I should have looked at my secondary read, which is Axe, tight end. He was wide open. And my primary read actually was 24 because I thought that linebacker was going to chase him, and then he didn't. And yeah, made a super dangerous throw.
And has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? It's complete to Parker, left side. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. nice
Like 26, just chilling like a statue.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
All right, we're going to pause. We're going to check our little chart here. So we're down by 4 points. Basically the fourth quarter. Let's see. Down by 4. Yeah, this is saying to go for 2, so we're going to do it. And we're going to be doing a very, very similar look. See if Juju can get in there. Single coverage over there for sure. Had to throw that a little lobbish, try and like let him get to it. And I just tried to throw it like low and inside a little bit. It was almost like use a baseball analogy. It's like kind of underhanding it to your pitcher who's covering first base. Like that's kind of the throw I thought of there. It was just like almost underhand it to him. He had the leverage there, and I didn't want to throw it too hard where it would be inaccurate. So we go for 2 there. So the reason is, right, you know, generally the reason is, because this might come up, and if you're curious, like, so it worked out great, right? So now a field goal wins us the game. Whereas before, if we missed it, it's like, oh, shoot, well, now you got to score a touchdown to win. Well, I still have to score a touchdown to win, even if I kick the field goal, or if I kick the extra point, because we were down by 3. And if I want to win, not tie, again, I'm focused on winning, not tying, then I need to go for 2 there. And if it didn't, that's fine. Then I know I need to score a touchdown. And so it affects how you handle the clock. It affects how you handle your timeouts, all of that stuff. So that's the reason we go for 2 there. Super glad we got it. I wish Madden was a little bit smarter. Like I wish certain coaches, certain teams had like different styles with that sort of stuff. I think it'd be neat because like I'm going to lead the league in fourth down attempts. I'm going to lead the league in 2-point conversion attempts. Like there's no question. I won't even be close. But whatever. On all Madden with like 98 pass coverage, I need it. And I don't give a damn if they're going into just 2 receivers. We're staying in a nickel. It's okay. We're giving those checkdowns.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh gosh, I bit. Ooh. Oh, still bad. I'm super lucky that route was not. I bit really hard on that. That's part of my game plan. Is I have to take away the deep. I bit really hard, and if 19 was running a post, that's a touchdown. Oh gosh. Thank goodness he was not running a post. Okay. Got to stay disciplined. First downs won't kill us. Let's bring a blitz.
Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
He's going to be taken down. Plus,
Roughing the passer. Yep. Oh gosh, come on guys. Come on, Jabril.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because
We are a bad team. We're 1-12.
but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
It's kind of playing like a snow game, right?
You're watching the NFL.
Keeping the passing short.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
He's got it. Touchdown. I cheat a lot towards Kelsey. And I mean, that's just Patrick Mahomes beating you.
The Chiefs get an important score there to extend their
And that was in my zone. I want to look at the replay, but I don't really think... I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do, because if I shut that down, what's Kelsey doing? I mean, yeah, Kelsey's going to be open. A lot of people are going to be open. 17 is going to flash open if I cut over. So, I mean, 31's just got to stick with them better. So, I mean, that's Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's just a hell of a throw. Clean pocket. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, right? How long do you have to throw? 2, 3, a good 3 seconds. That's too long in the NFL. And not only that, he would have had like 6 seconds. Like, we're not even close, and we brought a blitz. I mean, he had an escape route. Like, that's our defensive line play is so bad on this team. It's so bad, and it's why we keep losing games.
Drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, so they're up by 9, 2 scores. All right, check the old chat here.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, that last touchdown.
Trying to get the chat pulled back up, guys. 1 second. Yeah, maybe Washington. I mean, they seem to like Ron Rivera there. Woody, going back to your question on picking a coach to replace. Yeah, running game was better that last drive. The chart I'm referring to, there's like 2 charts I use when I'm playing Madden. One is the like a break-even chances when you should go for 2 based on the score and based on like what quarter you're in. If you just Google it, I think the one I have is from ESPN Analytics, but they're all pretty much the same. And another one I look at is just 4th down recommendations. This is also from ESPN Analytics. And they're like little, just like they're not smart art. They're not I don't know. They're not even like info. I guess infographics probably the easiest explanation, but that's not really. It's just a colored graph. But they have 4th down recommendations based on like yardage, yards to the end zone, whether you should punt, go for it, field goal, distance, all that stuff. And so it's just like really quick little cheat sheets that I've been using and applying it to Madden, and at least in the last few games. So, but uphill battle. Let's not do a rollout. Let's just try a nice little flood here. X probably open here. R is better though. Had a lot of space there, so I just tried to throw to the open space. I mean, linebackers typically aren't going to give you like big trouble. They didn't bring a blitz here, even though they had someone kind of in that hole. He backed off, so I was like, okay, I probably have some time. I mean, the coverage was actually pretty good on my first read, and so there was just more space, even though it's kind of in between 2 guys. And again, if I had another quarterback, if I had the quarterback I want, I'm going Parker there. I mean, he probably hasn't beat, but Jones can't get it out there. He's going to underthrow it. And that was some of the mistakes I was making earlier. It was like forcing Mac Jones to be what he's not. And so, again, just set my feet here, take my time, and just throw it, even though 57 kind of course, miraculously breaks to make the play. He doesn't, because he's a linebacker, and that's how that should go. So I'm happy with that. I think that looks fine, and it did what I was hoping it would do. Got to keep pushing it a little bit here, though. But we can still hit him with some runs.
Try and get the ball back again.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Elliott running right.
Elliott's just not falling forward. He's just not having a good game.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage,
We're going to call this tight end drive. Just take a look at the D. We got a lot of space up the middle.
They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and
We're going
2.
to take what they're going to give us here. Hopefully.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
That's fine.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, I know some people sim. I know some people sim the special teams. I don't. I mean, I'm here to play. Like, I'm big into like simulation games, but I'm not going to simulate. Like, I just want to play. Plus, I mean, making field goals is tough. I have the field goal accuracy at 45, and it's on all Madden. It's not easy. I have to focus each time. I think this is cover 3.
Looking to throw.
Oh, no, I pumped it. That was my bad. That sucks.
The Mississippi State man
I hesitated. I kind of flinched. And of course, I picked the play fast. So stupid.
facing 2nd and 19.
Now, let's see if we can get out of this here. What do we want to call here? Nothing's going to be open there. We're going to have to take a timeout. Thanks, Madden.
Will take their 3rd and
Thanks for still having the advance button, the same button as a pick-a-play button.
plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects
It's just literally such bad design. Oh, they're kind of forcing us out what we want to do. I'm going to run it. You guys are going to laugh, but we're going to run it with Zeke here. See if he can pop something. Looks like they're in cover 2 man, so we might get a decent, or a cover 2 zone, I think, actually. I just couldn't get through. Damn. Still 4 down territory, though, so we got 2 more shots. I was hoping to cut that in half. Zone coverage.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Just take some of it. So, let's see. It'd be 50-yarder. So it's 4th and 7. So I'll talk through that sheet I was talking about there. Yeah. So Adrian, you got to make it harder if you'll never miss. I mean, that's kind of my counter argument to that. So we're at 4th and 7. It's kind of early-ish, middle 4th quarter. And we are at 4th and 7, but at the 33. That's the first thing I gotta look at. So 4th and 7. Typically, you're kicking a field goal here. But what yardage? We're at the 33. Yeah. This is calling for, again, generally speaking. And it makes sense because then that puts us down, 6? So yeah, we're gonna kick the field goal here. So it never hurts to take those underneath routes. All right, speaking of field goals, let's see how it goes.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Ooh. Get it. But see, with that 45, I don't hit that line. Ooh, I don't know. Like, it's, they're not gimmies, that's for sure. All right, so that's our second offensive lineman that we're missing. That's part of why our run game's been hurting, because I like to run behind my center, and we have our backup center in. Hey, we're hanging with the Chiefs, though. He's got to get a stop. Oh, he's bringing it out. Oh, I tried stripping it. Those backup receivers and whatnot. Try to strip that ball. Now I will kind of honor them potentially running the ball here. Still must stay home. Do not bite on play action. And as you're the 3rd or 4th guy in there, try to strip that ball. It's fine. I have to honor that. Like, I wanted to come up there and, pop him, but, like, my job is I am a safety and I need to stay back.
I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it.
Let the other guys make those plays.
You do blitz. Do you have to be careful about where you're coming
Oh, come on. Damn. I'm always trying to rip the ball out.
But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's another first down as this time they give
All right, come on, D. It's got to start right now.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
throwing on first down.
Everyone's open. Oh, my goodness. Coverage was terrible on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Like, just playing safety, I could see like 4 dudes were wide open.
For 11, first down.
These guys are
Damn.
running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot.
Pick it,
to
pick
the
it.
end zone. It's
Got that leverage. Steal that ball.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play.
I might blitz him 3 plays in a row.
Play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Bring a nickel blitz this time.
second and 10.
Oh boy, I should have taken that timeout. Whew.
His throw in.
I got my coverage all screwed up there. Good job, Peppers. Bailing me out. They're going to 1 receiver? I don't believe you. Still bringing a blitz. Still going to pass protect.
Straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
No flag. Thank God. Well, they're going to get that field goal back.
So on 4th down, trots the kicker.
Please miss this.
Spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. But
Dang.
his kick here is good. So he's been automatic. to
The AI does miss field goals, but that's a very makeable field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can
I mean, truthfully, our defense is playing so much better than I thought.
as well.
We've given up 27 points, but I mean, it's the Chiefs. We're going to try and pop a return here. Yeah, I mean, it's terrible, but if you can, it's a quick score. That's kind of what we need, so.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount.
Don't want to throw deep. It's just, there's nothing there. Let's run some guys off and try to hit one of these underneath routes. I mean, if somebody pops, like if Devontae Parker pops and that safety comes up, I'll hit him. Or if Juju, same thing. But otherwise, it's going to be X and R.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Got to catch that, Landry. It's in your hands, dude. It's easy 9-10 yards.
Second down.
That's a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first.
Parker's my first look,
Taking off.
along with X. I'll kind of keep an eye on those deep, quick hitters, maybe. Otherwise, it's going to be square R.
On 2nd and 10. Jones. Open man.
Okay, let's go. We got to be quick here. I'll call a screen. Let's see if it's there. It is. Snipe it. Ah, I was trying to catch him out of position.
Here's Jones. On 1st and 10.
Uh-oh. Please, it might be on them.
Room at midfield. And he'll be out of
I actually think it might be.
shy of the 40.
Oh. It's killer. 3rd holding, but I have aggressive holding on. I don't mind it. I mean,
Understand why offensive
penalties are part. We're going to look for this wheel mesh route here. 1st and 20.
so often because
See if Montgomery can get man-to-man.
difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey.
They, I think, are man-to-man are probably blitzing. Square R could be open too. They are blitzing, but it's not man.
Open man is
Or was it man? It's hard to tell, but I had to look that off. Triangle was not open. 2nd and 11 now. Let's try another wheel route. I mean, if I can catch him something deep, I'll try and throw it. So I'm looking at Landry, who's 14.
player in another zone.
Looking at X if they blitz.
throwing again
R.
on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to look deep now for Landry.
Yeah, see, it's not there. I mean, Landry's not, you know, but it's just not Jones's game, like, to even give them a shot.
Now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens.
Hit him with a draw. Or I shouldn't say a draw, because draws never work, but try to sneak cut this in half here. Oh, yeah. Damn, get that first down, dude. Now we can't hurry up because I got to switch everything up.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game,
It sucks not having our center.
seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where
Let's try a pitch.
in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land.
Just run away from that DT and that center matchup.
Maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game.
Nope. Not even close. Absolutely demolished. Yeah, we're just not a great team.
And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I'll cheat up, but I have to still assume pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
I'm not going to take the timeouts yet. Do I even have timeouts? Have I used them all? We've used them all. Okay.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way over and catch the ball.
I think they're going to run it.
Continuing to run, they'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Looking for a
Yeah, we have no timeouts. Wow.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Wow. Just unbelievable. His route running is just so good. Like, he just gets open. It's just hard to stop.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the
Oh, man.
brings up 2nd down. Officially no gain on the play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge surprise. I could have told you before the game started. Like, it's going to come down to our lack of pass rush and just, you know, us punting too much, basically. Just can't punt, like, whatever we've done 4 or 5 times. I'm going to blitz, but we're going to keep it in man.
Success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. No gain on the play there.
I guess I should have been trying to strip it, but
His carries tonight are getting up there, so
Understandable every now and then.
43 pass attempts.
Fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in a
43 pass attempts, but, I mean, I don't know, I hate to say it, like 30 points.
and that will extend their lead even further.
Terrible. But, I mean, Patrick, we just made it so easy for him. Like, hardly any pressure. He's been sacked once or twice, maybe. Dropped a couple interceptions. But, like, Kelce just, he's open. If he's not open, someone else is. And
mission accomplished. It's darn close.
And taken down just
down by 12, so obviously, you know, quick scores. I mean, we have no timeouts. This is, and man, it's honestly, it's kind of impossible.
a little over 30 seconds.
I mean, all I can really do is just call 4 verts and just,
Danger of continuing
you know, see if anything pops. Gee, this corners even. Let's just see if something's out there. R square.
Jones. He's got Smith-Schuster. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's try that corner up. I've never even called this play. He can't make this throw though.
Jones.
Picked off. Oh, should have been.
Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
So like, I've never called this play, so I'm just trying to see kind of how it developed or underdeveloped, I guess. Safeties pretty much stayed home, so there wasn't a whole lot. But right there was like a little bit of a gap, so I tried to hit him in between that gap. And if he had decent arm strength, I probably could have. But again, you can just see his arm strength just gets him in a lot of trouble. Otherwise, over the middle, maybe open. If it's inaccurate, though, you know, it goes right to that number 21 guy. Yeah, just practicing for next year. Where's my, don't we just have like 4 verts somewhere? There we go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field.
No, that's the game.
And he'll be brought down
Yeah.
for the first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
This was a really good example, though, of like this Patriots team. Like, we're 1-13.
Turnovers by either side.
But and I ask it honestly, like, but what can I do, right? But I love the challenge. Like, what? It's like it reminds me of being a Lions fan a few years ago when like you'd hear a lot of people talk about like the only way the Lions are going to win games, they have to play perfectly. Like everything has to go right. Like special teams, defense, and can't turn the ball over. And like we did a lot of that stuff. Like our special teams was fine. We didn't turn the ball over. We were actually pretty efficient through the air. I think our offensive line injuries hurt us. Couldn't run the ball. And just, again, what it comes down to is just no pressure on Patrick Mahomes. We got a little bit if we blitz, but you risk so much by blitzing him because there's just dudes open. And he's just, I mean, he's 99 overall. He's going to just tear you apart. So, but as we look at this, I mean, these aren't terrible. We held them under 400 yards. Not getting the run game going made it really tough. I feel like for the most part, we kept to our game plan of short. I mean, at that last drive, I was trying a couple things, but really just tried to stay disciplined with the game plan. I mean, they're just a better team. They're 9 of 14 on 3rd down. I mean, that's killing us. We forced as many 3rd downs as they did. 0 for 2 on our 4th down. So again, a little risk reward there, and that would have at least been the difference between maybe another score. Actually generated some penalties, which is good to see. Mac Jones had a higher QB rating than Patrick Mahomes. I like seeing 60% from Mahomes. I mean, again, that's decent. But I mean, we're too inconsistent to allow him to ever be inconsistent, if that makes sense. Zeke, I mean, we just stuck with it, didn't do well. He's been kind of played bad since that fumble we had in the Steelers game that I talked about. Receiving, let's see, Hunter Henry had a nice game, kind of a quiet, nice game. 6 catches for 93, Juju 5 for 75. He's been really good this year. Landry just kind of doing his role. He had that drop that hurt. That was our only drop, though, so that's good. Montgomery, a couple screens and a touchdown. Parker, his first touchdown, also on a RPO. We spread the ball around. I mean, hell, even Pharaoh Brown got a catch. Yeah, I mean, it's coming together a little bit more on offense, but our defense just lacks. 1 sack and is on a blitz. So there's just no pressure. Coverage was okay. We had 4 pass breakups. They had 2. I mean, like, this is like as well as I could have really played with this team, minus the pass rush because it's bad. And yeah, I mean, we still lost by 2 scores. So, people thinking like, oh, you have this too hard, or like, it's not realistic. It is. Like, this team, it's really hard to win with a team that has lost a billion games in a row. Like, our morale just gets demolished. Like, it's just really tough. And so Mac Jones gets a little bump here. That's nice. I mean, I don't even want to waste my time trying to work on strong arm because I think it's an 85. It's just, he is what he is. So to me, it's like work on your strengths. Being a jack of all trades usually just means you're just like average at best at a bunch of stuff, and that doesn't do anything for me. I mean, this is his game. I'd like to see maybe that mid accuracy pop a little bit here. That'd be nice. So nothing, or yeah, +1 for mid. Okay. I mean, that's his game. It's okay. I'm starting to play within that a little bit more. I think he had 2 touchdowns, so he's getting there. I'd love to get him back to like to a 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. It's been a tough year for him. Yeah, checking with the chat here again. But it's still fun. I'm getting close to the end of the season, so it's getting really fun. It's going to be hard for me to decide if I want to stick with it or go to a new one when we get the patch. My biggest fear is like we all jump into a new franchise and they fixed maybe like 2 things with the patch, but then something else gets busted. And I know that's like a really cliche thing to say, and I'm not trying to be like all shady with Madden, but like it's a realistic possibility. Like it's a fair concern, you know. So Adrian says 3 seconds left in his game, same sliders as you, down 1 against Dolphins, and they press cover DK Metcalf on a Hail Mary. Oh, God, that's ridiculous. 1 play, 75-yard drive. Yeah, it's nice to have someone like DK and maybe even Geno Smith. What is Geno Smith's arm strength here? Let's see. I'm guessing it's got to be better than 85. 85's pretty low for like, especially a dude who like starts in the NFL. Let's see. So again, it's not going to be the exact same Geno as yours, but pretty close. I'm not too far into this. Yeah, 88. So I mean, that's usable. That's about as low as I would ever want to go. And even 88, I'm like, oh, I'll take 89. But yeah, it's a little scary. So I love that mentor system they put in though. I love like the little, whatever it's called, like the badge system, or I shouldn't say the badge. I don't really like the whole XP or the like X Factor stuff. Like it's okay. It's not as game breaking as it used to be. But I do like their, like the system of like they're a bridge player or they're like first day, what are they called? First day starter, that kind of thing. I think that's really well done. So, but guys, this stream's going long. I'm going to wrap it up. You know where to find me. I'm Mike Lowe. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Give it a like, and I'll see you next time.